who is keenly observing this story. It is a development story right this moment. Washington is becoming hot because President himself said he's gonna remove the homeless people from the street, where these homeless people have the history of 200 years to stay on the street according to their freedom, symbol of their freedom, and people are calling Donald Trump a racist.
Well, thank you, Mr. Kanchan. Very warm welcome to Mr. Salim Samad as well, and very good morning to Norman Floyd Barnes, who is looking at this issue. Actually, it's more or less a federal takeover, I would say, of Washington, D.C., while city officials remain differential to Donald Trump. I don't see why this is suddenly required after being the President of the United States for the last 8 months or so. And, you know, the international community is now looking forward with a trilateral meeting between Russia, Ukraine and the United States. Amidst that week, Donald Trump decides such a takeover of Washington, D.C. and, of course, a removal of the homeless people. It is definitely, that's only just one part of his entire speculation or plan. We've seen the anti-ICE protest going along in all 50 states. We've seen deportations not only over the sea but also in land as well. Many have been deported from America. What we can expect now is that he is to address the media on Monday and will essentially, he's targeting to stop violent crime in Washington, D.C. So that's about it for now. That's about.
Sir, what are the other issues you want to pick for today? Because today is very important. According to the world news trending, focus is on the diplomatic prospects of Putin and Trump's meeting in Alaska. Still, it is unknown whether Zelensky is going to join, and global trade tsunamis is also in the second trending. What are the other things you want to pick?
This month should be a very pivotal moment for the entire year. Why I say this is because we have the UN General Assembly next month. But before that, I'd like to just comment on the top 3 that I picked out for today. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz defends his decision to halt certain arms exports to Israel. Those who have aggravated this assault towards the Palestinians, and not only so. An Israeli airstrike kills 2 Al Jazeera journalists in Gaza, Mr. Anas al-Sharif and Mohammad Kikriya, both who were resting in their tent before a missile strike had claimed their lives. Now, why this is very moving is that Al Jazeera has been banned from reporting inside the Gaza Strip, so they have to do it from Jordan, Amman in Jordan. So this just only to show what's the grievances that Palestinians have and the assault from the Israeli side. And apart from this, a rare session over the weekend we see at the United Nations Security Council, which reaffirms Syria's territorial integrity, while condemnation came from Slovenia and other EU leaders as well because of this genocide carried on by Israel.
He probably will have some plan to give threat face to face, because I have 2 examples. Donald Trump called Zelensky at White House and threatened. Donald Trump called Ramaphosa, South African president, in White House and threatened. So some commentators from the Western countries are telling that probably world is going to witness a video footage that President Trump is threatening President Putin. What is your assumption?
Well, thanks for your question. It really has a lot of significance here as we talk about this issue. I want to look back at a meeting with Donald Trump and another leader who is also known as Mr. Rocketman. He's of course the leader of DPRK, North Korea, and that meeting had happened in 2017 and 18, if I'm not wrong, in Singapore, a country which was placed very well in Asia Pacific region to host both the leaders. And what took me to surprise was that both leaders respected Singapore's laws and did not have an optical fallout between the 2 leaders even after they both discussed while in translation, because one spoke in Korean while other spoke in English. But at this moment we understand that Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin shall be meeting, and the last time Zelensky had visited the Oval Office, Donald Trump had said, I quote, "You are playing with World War III." It was almost as if someone elder than him was trying to explain to him that this will be out of my control as well. So understanding the power of the Russian empire as well, if I would call it, and their forward stance in Ukraine. Maybe this meeting shall arrive at a point furthermore than a prisoner swap. We have only had 2 rounds of prisoner swap between Russia and Ukraine, and I would like to see if this could be an ending to this 3.5-year war, maybe demarcate new borders, understand new borders with Ukraine and Russia, and maybe end this war for good.